Roston, before the game, Greg said he wanted the team to bat 100 overs in both innings. Sort of got there in the first innings, definitely got there in the second innings. Do you take that as the biggest takeaway from this game?
Yeah, I thought, although we didn't get that big total in the first innings that we were looking for, I thought that obviously the opening partnership was a great sight to see. I thought that the guys really applied themselves, obviously, to this good bowling attack and showed glimpses of what they could do. But obviously, we didn't cash in on that good start, and that let us down throughout the rest of the game.
So do you think if, say, the openers do what they've done so well in both innings here, and if the middle order fires, you could actually give this Australian team enough money?
Yeah, I think once the other batters take a leaf out of that, to reckon with. Obviously, in the second test, we've seen how the bowlers are bowling, so obviously we do our homework and we should have a better run out in the second test.
And just between you and Azari, when you have that partnership going, especially the way you played Nathan Lyon, you attacked him, was that just a plan to just maybe put the pressure on?
No, it wasn't really any plan as to just attack Nathan Lyon. It was just play to your strengths, stay in your game plan, and if it's there in your area, just score.
And just finally from me, about going forward, you're batting in the top order, now you come back in a different after almost. Does this innings prove that you're kind of ready to get back into that half of the batting hand?
Well, I don't like to label myself as a batsman or a bowler. I just like to label myself as a cricketer. So whatever job I'm asked to do, I just try to do it to the best of my ability.
Roston, how did you find bowling out here? Bowling spin in Australia is often considered a really difficult thing in Test cricket. How did you find it?
Yeah, well, in the first innings, I didn't really have a good run out with the ball, especially from this end. I was having a bit of problems getting through my action from this end. I wanted to bowl from the other end, but all the fast bowlers wanted to bowl from that end as well, so I had to take the back seat. But what I realized, I think that you have to bowl a bit quicker than the pace that I was bowling at in the first innings, so that's something that I really learned from this first game.
And does it make you kind of look at Nathan Lyon, someone who's had a lot of success bowling in Test cricket in Australia, kind of have a bit more admiration for what he does? Yeah,
well, obviously we bowled first, so I didn't really get a chance to see how he bowled on the wicket. But once I saw what he did in their first innings bowling, I just tried to emulate that and bowl a bit quicker, put a little more pace on the ball along with some revs. And in the second innings, it wasn't really a case where I was trying to attack really, because the guys were looking for quick runs to declare, so it was not a case where I was trying to, put the balls in certain areas. I was more trying to stop scoring than anything else.
Roston, do you hope they're good signs that Kemar was able to bat this afternoon potentially?
Pardon?
Good signs that Kemar was able to bat this afternoon. Are you hopeful he will be able to play in Adelaide?
Yeah, well, I'm not the physio, but the word going wrong is that he just had a bit of tightness, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but hopefully he'll be able to be out there for us in the second game.
Just back on bowling on the surface, Nathan's big thing is getting a lot more overspin and side spin. It gives him that extra bounce, and he doesn't really leave the stumps a lot. Is that something that you took away and something you can look to implement in Adelaide, because the Adelaide drop-in surface has played a lot more like this than probably the old Adelaide wicket in the past?
Yeah, well, what I found is that this pitch didn't really offer a lot of spin. But as the wicket deteriorated, I thought he was trying to use the rough a little bit more to put doubt in the batsman's mind. But I think that, as I said, the wicket didn't really offer much spin, so I think it was kind of easy. Although he still got 6 wickets, I didn't think that it was that hard to really bat him in terms of the ball spinning and bouncing as he usually has it throughout his career. But he still got 6 wickets, so kudos to him.
What are the keys as a middle order group after a platform like that? Is it just getting yourself started and kicking on a bit better, or what are the things that the middle order group needs to do better heading to Adelaide?
Well, for me, I just think it's a case of sticking to your game plan and your process as long as possible. And even though you may be scoring at a good rate or feeling in, I just think that you need to just buckle down and focus on what you want to do and don't let the bowlers pull you out of that zone. Just stay into that as long as possible, and I think that's when you will get runs.
How much did you think the wicket deteriorated? How was it playing towards the end there?
Well, it was still a good wicket up to today, day 5. Obviously, it had some deterioration, some variable bounce, but that's Test cricket. We all know as the pitch gets wear and tear, some balls may jump a bit, some balls may stay down. So I just think you can't really play that. You just have to play what you see and just try to, if a ball misbehaves, just put out your mind and keep going.
Roston, just about Alzari, looked a little flat in the first inning, but that spell to Manas Labuschagne, do you think he really needed that to get the juices flowing, and do you expect something like that from him going into Adelaide?
Yeah, well, me and Alzari are good friends. We play in the St. Lucia Kings franchise back in the Caribbean, and I spoke to him on the first morning. He wasn't feeling well because, as you said, he looked a bit down on pace and stuff, so I spoke to him. He said he was having a bit of a headache, but he was still trying to push through, and I admire that about him. And then obviously in the second innings, he really got it through, and it was exciting to see.
As a bowling unit, to walk away from a test having only taken 6 wickets, how disappointed are you guys, and what do you need to change going into Adelaide?
Yeah, well, obviously we know we need 20 wickets to probably win if there's no declaration. We're a bit disappointed, obviously, with the wickets that we got, but I thought that the first innings, the guys really tried hard and hit the areas. Thought we were a bit unlucky. I thought Marnus has a genie in his pocket or something, but I thought the guys really tried hard in the first innings. But kudos to the batsmen. We missed a couple of chances also that cost us those big runs, but I can't really fault the bowlers. I thought they really tried it all. The wicket was a good one. I thought it was a good toss to win. We didn't win, but that's cricket. But as I said, the guys gave it their all. They never stopped coming. Yeah.
And one big positive to come out was Chanderpaul coming into the side. What do you think the future holds for him?
Yeah, well, he started very good. So obviously Australia is a tough place to come and play cricket, and to start the way he did, I think that shows a lot of character. Obviously his dad had that same kind of characteristics about him, sticking in and fighting. So I think that's really where he got it from. And obviously if he can emulate what his dad did, obviously he will be a legend in the game as well. So I just hope that he can continue in this vein and he takes confidence from this first game.